Waiting to see if this comes up. Okay, we got sound! Woohoo! Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so now I know what the problem is. It's not with the game, it's with Gamecaster, of course. Beautiful. Sound and video. Mike, thank you so much for moderating and holding it down, my friend. I so appreciate it. Anybody who hasn't run out of the stream crying in horror, thank you for sticking around. Welcome to another episode of Asagao Academy. I'm Gina, aka the Gina Chew. In my chat, you'll see all the places you can follow me on social media. I've got my boy Spike helping with moderation. Thank you so much, Spike. We just finished PBG's route. We got the bad end. So now we're going to go take a shot at getting the best end. So we're going to skip through all the stuff we've already done. And we're hopefully going to make the right choices this time. Okay, chapter 1, you guys. Let's take another shot at this and make sure that we can get us some PBG romance at the end. Thank you, by the way, Mike, again, for the host. Alright, so watch how funny this is when you skip through stuff. I mean, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. This is why I love Renpai. It's one of the best things about it. Here we go. Okay. So the reason why skip mode just stopped is because there's some kind of new dialogue or some sort of choice coming up. So let's see. Oh, you. I looked up at him, suddenly realizing he was talking to me. Ah, okay. We've already done this. I think it stopped after a certain amount of time. Okay. So let's see what we're doing. Maybe a little. Oh yeah, this is asking if we know Jared. This is the choice where we need to ask if we know Jared, if we really know Jared. We're gonna go on, not really. Apparently, according to this walkthrough, at this point, prompts start adding names to the potential festival candidates start coming up. You want to be agreeable with at least the guy you want Hana to bring. Okay, so we're gonna go not really. We don't actually know Jared. We claimed that we did last time, but here we go. So we say not really. Oh, she looked at me up and down, sniffed, and turned away. Mai leaned towards me. Don't mind Mimi. She was just trying to get in with you. Now you'll see that the skip button was grayed out. Now it's back because now we're done with the new content for this area, so we can continue to skip on to the next choice. This is when Satch was kind enough to help us. Okay, so this is us with Satch's book. We're going to class. Do we want to take it or we want to leave it behind? So it looks like the general rule of thumb here is if you're not romancing Satch, you want to leave the book behind. So we are going to leave it behind, which we haven't done before. Last time we took it with us, so leave it behind. No, today would be a great day. I couldn't give up before I even started. You ready? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we left the book behind. So we fixed that problem, because apparently we shouldn't have been doing that. We arrived at the brick building, right side surrounded by... Okay, so this is, again, it stops after a certain amount of time, just so you don't go too crazy. And emptied out some of the textbooks I didn't need. Smiled to myself. My introduction went well. Okay, we can't skip this stuff. Good thing Mai was there to give me that little boost of confidence, especially with PBG staring at me like that. Alright, skip, skip, skip. There was nothing to do. I didn't even have a book to read. Okay, so when we got to this point in the game, we had Satch's book to keep us company. Now we don't. So maybe we'll go somewhere. Maybe we'll see something new. Let's take a look. I sighed. I should have brought it when I had the chance. Well, we didn't. Alright, so that's the only difference there. I sat down on my desk, fiddling with my hands. There was nothing for it. I had to try and make conversation. Oh, this is when we're trying to make conversation with Shane. Okay. Try talking to him or give him space. I don't think that this has to deal... I think this is more about with whether I want to... I mean, last time I gave him space, I don't think it's really going to affect PBG's route. So, I'm going to give him space again. I chewed my lip and stared at my desk, trying not to think of what a loser I looked like. Shane's stare still stung me, hot on the side of my face. I think I did try to talk to him last time, actually. I did, that's right. That's why this is new. He wasn't looking away. Finally, I turned to him, hoping to break the silence. The classroom door swept open and a small group of girls entered the classroom. Shane looked away. Beautiful. Thank you, Shane. I gathered up my things and headed back to the dorm. For some reason, some of these things we can't skip. They maybe might not have been programmed quite right, maybe? I don't know if you have to program something to be skippable or not skippable. It's kind of funny watching all of this stuff in quick motion. Normally I wouldn't do something like this, but because we've already seen this... Okay, of course, or I really don't like sports. Now, since we're romancing PBG, obviously we're gonna say, of course. Of course!
Yeah.
That sounds really fun. I would love to come. Yeah, we're gonna go see his soccer game. What is this for? I can show you around if you like. I don't know if you want to... you know what? Let's say okay, sure, because we did that before. I don't think it's going to hurt us. Oh, there's Caddy and James. Alright, Jimmy. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, Jared. Oh, Jared. This is hilarious to just watch all get shoved together. Oh my god! I feel like I'm looking back on old memories already. You notice how Shay's picture is just his eyebrows changing? Like, that's the only change in facial features, is just his eyebrows. Alright, so this is when these two are fighting. So, I assume if you're gonna romance Paul, you want to side with the student government. And if you want to side with Jared, you'll want to say the fashion show is more important. Since I'm not doing either, let's make it a little different and go, I don't want to choose between you two. They both let out a heavy sigh. That doesn't help us. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, yes or no. We don't know what question this was. We weren't paying attention. Okay, the answer we need to pick is yes. So let's do it. Interesting. That's what I picked last time, too. Alright, blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is when we got caught inside the club room with Shane yelled at us for touching the golden boots. How dare we? This is when we're all hanging out. So we gave him back his itty bitty kitty. Okay, so we have to choose here. They're your friends too. Well, this is when Maya's getting all upset because she spent so long pining after Jared and idolizing the normal Boots Club guys, and we just walked in and all of a sudden we're friends, and she got kind of upset. So we're gonna say they're your friends too, Mai. Yes, it is so fast, but it's super useful for things like this when you want to fix a mistake you made or go through a different route. They wouldn't be my friends if it wasn't for you. That's not true. You just needed the confidence. You could have walked up to them any time and you could have been friends. Your hair's close enough to pink. Okay, or I don't know. Oh, yeah. Let's say okay. This is when he wants us to come speak about this part that he wants us to play. When we find out, we thought he wanted us to play Juliet, but he wants us to play a freaking tree. Thank you, JonTron! This is when we got into a fight with Mai. We made up. Here's Ian being sassy. Okay. This is, do we want to be part of the normal Boots Club? The answer is, I'd like to try. And the next choice should be who we want to take to the Flower Festival. PBG should be on that list. Okay, so notice that this is what I had. I had Gerard on the list. It was Satch, John, PBG, and Gerard. Now, obviously, that's because we picked the correct answer with whatever we ran into them in the beginning. I assume that there's a specific thing. It's Mike. Yeah, they make quite a number of references to Hatsuful Boyfriend in this game. Actually, it's actually quite funny. And there is a Jacques mini route. It's one of the 2 hidden routes, and I'm going to be doing that one right after I do JonTron's because it just seems appropriate. There's 2 hidden routes. One of them is Jacques. I won't say what the other one is until... Yeah, it's a mini route. It was actually one of the stretch goals for the Kickstarter. It was a full Jacques route, but it fell just short, but I think they really wanted to do it anyway, so they made it like a mini route, which is great. I mean, John broke Jacques in PBG's route. He broke Jacques. I don't know how you do that. But anyway, we're obviously going to pick PBG. We're going to take him to the Flower Festival. He's going to be so excited that we're going to go with him. This is us having fun at the Flower Festival. This is them shooting PB&J. This is when the notes start getting kind of insistent. Lots of clapping. Okay. So, let's look what we have. Okay, so we already have 10 tournament puzzle points. Now, the tournament points, we had none at this point. And I think some of the other choices we made gave us tournament points. I believe one of the choices that we did differently that gave us tournament points was leaving Satch's book behind. We actually get more tournament points if we don't read Satch's book, I guess because we're more focused on this. But anyway, Jimmy is saying we'll get better with practice, and the answer to this for PBG's route is, well, of course I will, which is what I chose last time, so I was right on that one. By the way, when I do the other routes, I'm going to look at the choices and try to decide for myself what I would choose before looking at what the correct answer is to get the best ending, to see how close I would get if I wasn't using a guide. But I don't want to go through getting all the bad endings over and over again and messing up. Because it's only funny so many times, you guys. So, okay. So here's where I messed up last time. I said everyone could use someone to talk to. And I went to go after PBG after he lost the game when he just wanted to be alone. What we're supposed to do is say, yeah, let's leave him alone. We're supposed to give him his space. I don't like it, but I guess he made his decision. Mai smiled at me. Yes? Oh, nothing. I'm just happy to see my little Hana growing up so fast. Pardon? She clapped a hand on my shoulder and pushed me back towards campus. Come on, dinner's almost over and I want a hot dog. I'm sure you do, Mai. Together in the dying sunlight, we walked to the cafeteria. Okay, so Mai is actually rather proud of us for being mature enough to not follow PBG when he wants to be alone. So that's good. So let's skip to the next choice. And I believe that's when we catch PBG out late at night pushing himself. I talked to PBG last time. The correct answer is to follow Mai and again give PBG his space. So that's what we're going to do. Mai was right. If he came out here past curfew to practice, he probably wanted to be alone. There was no point in butting into his business. If he needed my help, he'd tell me. Right? Okay, let's go. We dashed up the hill we came down, but just before reaching the top, I slipped. Oh no! I slid down the hill. Hana! Mai jumped after me and grabbed my arm, stopping my slow descent. She looked across the field and tugged on my arm. Come on, Hana, let's go! I got to my feet and struggled up the hill. Fearfully, I looked over my shoulder. PBG, now a small figure in the middle of the field, was looking towards us. I couldn't make out the expression on his face, but he made no move to stop or call out to us. I'm tripping over my tongue. Okay. So yeah, that's what happens. We walk away. Okay. I guess if you, this is, yeah, this is talking about JonTron. So I guess this is new dialogue since we left him alone. We're now more willing to believe that Shane and John are correct, that PBG just needs to work through this on his own and get over it. So instead we're gonna say, I guess if you guys think it's okay, that probably means it's okay. But what could be driving him to work so much harder than usual? He shouldn't stress himself out too much. Something soft hit my head and I looked up, startled. Trust him. Shane's smiling. Shane was patting me on the head. Oh my god! Guys, we got positive emotion out of Shane. This is like a fucking landmark moment. Hold on, isn't there a way to... Hold on. Isn't there a way to take a screenshot or something? Is there a way... Can we record this in the history books? Please? That's funny. I know you care about him a lot, but PBG isn't a little boy anymore. Yeah. He can take care of himself. I guess so. Without another word, Shane left. Wait for me! What just happened? I don't know what did just happen! A hurried Luke dashed past me. Hana, you'd better hurry up. Class starts in a minute. Wow, this is the most interaction Luke and Hana have all game. What? Well, what? Thank you. I followed him to the classroom and burst through the door just in time. I collapsed into my seat with a sigh. Okay. So, yeah, so we actually make it to class on time in that scene, and we actually have a line of dialogue with Luke that's not involving him being a super creep. Okay, so this is the one thing that I did get right, is when we corner him after he's done recording the episode of PB&J, we don't say you've been pushing yourself too hard, we don't say we wanted to check up on him, we say, I want to support you. And we can skip this because we already did this. That was the correct choice on my part, and I figured that it was. Okay, so now this is when PBG is hurt, and we have the option to look at his leg injury or don't look. I choose don't look, and that was the correct thing to do, was to not look. Because that's kind of weird, and he can take care of himself. Let me see. Are you sure? You can always come and talk to me if you need to. Now, the last time we said this, I remember him saying something akin to, yeah, I guess, or something like that. But now he says, thanks, Hana, I know that. Because obviously we're doing something good. He sighed. It's fine. I don't have anything to say, really. Okay, but if you do, I'm here. Thanks. That meant much better than it did the last time. Clearly pushing PBG is not what we should have been doing. That was my fault. That was my fault. I'm sorry. I ruined romance forever. Oh, that was when Jared ran in. Oh, here's where we fill the freaking hot springs with blood because we accidentally saw each other mostly naked. Here's where things get creepy. We go out to PBG for the midnight release of that game, and he buys us a gift, and it's very sweet. Woo, PBG! There's another envelope. Okay, so this is, should I really tell him the truth about the creepy letters? Now, I chose to tell him the truth, and that was the correct thing to do, was to tell him the truth. So, yes. We do need to tell you the truth. Well, this guy's been leaving me creepy letters. So it looks like that's the last decision that we need to make to lock in the good romance. Because PBG slept outside our door. So hopefully from this point on, things should be good. There's Luke being a creeper. Alright, here we go. We're at the tournament. I still win because I've got enough tournament points. Let's see if PBG wins his game. Oh, I think he's going to win the game because we did it. Because last time he said, I'll give it my best. Isn't that locked for pinball? It'll be tough, but I think I can do it. Yeah, PBG, let's do it. Let's watch PBG own this kid. PBG approached the machine, stretching out his neck like a professional athlete. The machine had an alien theme to it, and it was pretty cool. I can't skip these because I guess it's a part of a different choice line. But they basically say the same things, but we'll go through it anyway. Tiny little gray creatures stood in groups in its base, with a UFO the ball could enter, a NASA spaceship, and several other space-themed features. PBG pulled back on the crank and started up the game. Alright, PBG, let's do it! I didn't have any sense of how pinball worked as a game. I guess it had something to do with reflexes and angles, something that a person with a knack for math would find fascinating, combined with a good deal of luck. That being said, PBG was good. Really good. I watched and cheered with the crowd as he knocked the ball through various obstacles, his score slowly rising. It was odd, though. There was no place for an alien abduction. You would think with an alien theme there'd be an abduction. Maybe that corner that he was shooting at that had nothing in it is a trick that PBG knows about that he missed because we screwed up his romance before. PBG blew through 1 ball, 2 balls, 3 balls, all the balls, balls of steel. Finally, he reached his last round, but he was still 300,000 points short. Come on, Peebs, you can do it. He swallowed, his hand hovering over the trigger. Yay! PBG, you can do this! I believe in you! Surprise came over his face and PBG turned around to look at me. Happy ellipses! He gave me a thumbs up and turned back to the machine. Then he launched the ball. Yeah! I watched it roll over and into the machine, my hands pressed against my chest. He can do this. He can do this. But as I watched, he ignored the UFO he previously targeted for all his points. Instead, he was shooting the ball at the very top corner of the machine in a blank space. What was he doing? There wasn't any way to get points there. He waited, concentrating hard as the ball came down, hand poised at the ready. It rolled over onto the flipper, and just before it fell into the pit below, PBG launched it. It shot up into the right-hand corner and disappeared. What? Where? An odd beam-like sound emitted, and then the game started lighting up. Secret found! Alien abduction! 500,000 points rolled across the screen! My jaw dropped. PBG crossed his arms with a smile. Yeah, Peeves! Woohoo! So, I'm also going to assume that if you mess up any of the other guys' romances, they probably lose at their particular game in the tournament. Which I guess kind of makes sense, but this is so awesome to see PBG win because he was so heartbroken when he lost. With Luke beat, he played the last round primarily for fun before finally letting it end. 1,895,800 points. Go PBG! He did it! He won! I flew to him screaming, Yay! You won! PBG, you won! Yeah. I did it! I did it! I won! He picked me up and spun me around in a circle, laughing. When he set me down, he spun to face Luke and pointed at him. Ha! You can suck it! Oh, look at Luke's face! Aw. Luke held out his hand, a solemn look on his face. What can I say? The better man won. He looked from me to PBG, beaming. I guess Hana will get what she deserves this way. So it seems like he was being genuine in his letter, in the bad end. He was really trying to do this to get the two of us together. Yeah, she will. Pardon? PBG colored and looked away. Luke laughed. Don't worry about it. You're perfect. I cocked my head in confusion, but Luke just laughed and laughed. PBG, what did he... PBG grabbed my hand and pulled me away from the arcade. We've got to tell the guys the good news. Yeah, let's do it. We found the Normal Boots Club in the arcade, watching Paul and Josh go head-to-head in Canal Fighter. They saw us coming.
All right.
Hana, you did it! Jared raced towards me and pulled me into a hug. Everyone else crowded around trying to pat me on the head or give me a high five. I knew you had it in you.
Copacetic.
You set a new high score for this division. Did you realize that? Really?
All right.
That combo rate is pretty difficult to do, so it's rare to even see it happen. The MC was stunned. Did you see his face? He mimicked the guy's face, looking like a portrait of the Scream.
You're the best.
We're really happy for you. It was a few seconds before the others realized PBG was there too. Oh yeah, how'd it go, Peebs? PBG flipped his hair and gave a dramatic thumbs up. I did it! I beat him!
Alright!
Oh, great!
Huh.
Yeah, good job, man! That's it? Well, we didn't expect you to lose. After all, you're part of the Normal Boots Club. At those words, I raised a hand. Paul pointed at me. Yes, Hana? What is your question? So, does this mean I get to join the Normal Boots Club? What are you talking about? Get to join the Normal Boots Club. PBG slid an arm around my shoulders and pulled me towards him in a one-armed hug.
Yeah.
You've been a member for forever. Yeah, she was kind of part of the team to begin with, right? I mean, she's kind of, you know. We're glad to have you, Hana. I glanced at all the members' smiling faces. Except for Shane. He was standing quietly to one side. Except for Shane, who was never happy ever. When I made eye contact with him, he sighed.
Well,
I guess it won't be too bad having you around. Is something wrong with the stream, Mike? Did my stream go? Did my stream go off? Did my stream go off? I don't think so. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Because you said, I think you said unannounced. I think you went AFK. I was hoping, no. Okay, I didn't die. This game is so hard to stream, you guys. I guess it won't be too bad having you around.
Yay!
Yes, thank you! The tournament continued as the rest of us hung around in the main arcade area, playing games and cheering each other on. Members peeled off one at a time to their events. Satch, then John, then Shane. The last people to leave were Continue in their 3-man tag team. We watched them go, hearts in our throats. Finally they came back and it was time to announce who had won the tournament. The Hidden Block Club and the Normal Boots Club stood around the MC who tallied the scores in front of us. I think we know who's going to win at this point, you guys. Finally, he cleared his throat. You don't suck, Mike. You're wonderful. The winner of the 2015 South-Southwest tournament is... Thank you, Mike. Mike has shown you where to follow me on all of the social media to make up for him confusing me about my stream potentially going down. So there you go. I might even play Mass Effect. If you guys would be interested in a Mass Effect playthrough, let me know. I love the Mass Effect series. But it's very different from Asagao Academy, and it is much longer. So let me know if you'd be interested. You know, whatever. Maybe I would do it, maybe. But anyway, the Normal Boots Club wins! Woohoo! We did it! We descended onto the stage in a swarm of happiness. The poor MC didn't know it hit him. He was surrounded by a group of cheering, mosh-pitting teenagers. He held up the trophy with one hand. PBG grabbed it and the MC crawled out from underneath us. We would like to thank all of our friends, family, and fans for their support. We literally could not have done this without you. And we have an announcement to make. We've got a new member, introducing Hana Mizuno. The crowd clapped politely as I walked to the front of the stage, bowing compulsively. Hello. I'm Hana Mizuno, and I'm glad to be here. Mike would actually watch because you've had all the games in no time to play. It's a fun game, dude. It's a fun game. Mass Effect's awesome. As they cheered, I felt something heavy and soft fall over my shoulders. It's that jacket! That jacket, though. I grabbed it and gasped. PBC stood over me, beaming. Welcome to the Normal Boots Club, Hana. Woohoo! My very own Normal Boots jacket. Thank you all. Alright, let's get ready for some romance, you guys. This has got to go better than last time. PBG and I stepped into a small recess by ourselves, and I could finally breathe. The two clubs were now celebrating together as if there was never a division between them. To be honest, I felt like there hardly was one. The tournament was more for show than anything. It was a whirlwind of stress, and now that it was over, I was exhausted. Soft and heavy. Mike, I love you. I was prepared to look at this tournament like a distant memory. A happy, beautiful memory. I have to say, that was unexpectedly fun. Did you think it wouldn't be? It's not that. I was so nervous, I thought there was no way I would make it through without throwing up. Well, you did, and you did us proud. I blushed. I think it's about time we get out of here, though. I don't like the look on that guy's face. He gestured to one of the people who staffed the tournament, who was waiting with a broom and a trash bag, looking ready to slaughter us one by one. Whoa, okay, right, I'll just, Okay, Luke. I'm hoping that because we've done this correctly, that we will not take the letter from Luke. I hope. Hana, I was looking for you. I should have known I'd find you with this guy. Luke patted PBG on the shoulder, who frowned at him. What's up, man? We were just about to head out. That's perfect timing, then. I needed to give you something, Hana. Luke dug around in his pocket and pulled out a small book, which he opened to reveal a crisp and clean envelope. Another letter? If you don't mind, I think this will be the last. Not really knowing what to do, I took it. Well, maybe PBG won't feel like it's the end of the world. Thank you, I guess. He looked at me with something of a pained expression, then suddenly... Luke? Is he hugging us again? He pulled me into a hug, his long arms completely engulfing me. I hugged him back on impulse, feeling his lean muscle through his shirt. Without waiting for Luke's okay, I tore the letter open. Oh, shit! Oh, this is gonna be good because it's all about how PBG's in love with her. She's gonna read it right in front of him. Oh my god. Hold on, I'm just going to save this because of absolute Best End! Do you see this? Guys, do you see this? Right here! It says Best End! And we did it! I'm so excited. Let's tear the letter open. Whoa, Hana, wait! Alright, we'll read this over again. Hana, I know I have a lot to explain and I hope this does everything justice. What was this? Confused, I started reading it aloud! Oh no! See, I knew as soon as PBG saw you walk up the front of the class that the poor boy was hopelessly in love with you. For reading this out loud! I watched you interact at lunch and slowly started to drive me crazy. He loved you, but he wasn't doing anything about it. After nothing happened at the festival, I decided to take matters into my own hands. Initially, I just wanted to be another suitor, hoping that would spark a fire and make him hurry it up. I was trying to be super generic and cliche, comparing you to the sea and such. I know, kinda lame. But then PBG let slip that he still hadn't made a move, so I took matters into my own hands. I wanted to do something big and theatrical, something truly romantic. I'm a hopeless romantic myself, after all. And in movies, there's always that obstacle to overcome that gets the couple together. Truthfully, I didn't write those last notes. I got them from Thylight, the most romantic movie in the past 10 years. Awful, awful. With those, I knew PBG would really come and fend for you. It was like a big, huge opera. PBG saves you from the masked caper, an amazing movie-like moment. At least I hope it was. But since that still didn't work, I had to act like I was in love with you. It should be obvious by now, but I'm not. Not that you're not great or anything, but PBG's the one for you. Hopefully this finally got Homeboy in gear. I can't believe we're reading this out loud. Because honestly, nothing is more important than our friendship. I'm going to add the word important there because I'm pretty sure that's what he meant. Please don't hate me for doing all that, but I know PBG. He was too afraid to show you his heart until he had to fight to protect you. And if I'm not mistaken, he fought pretty hard, didn't he? Yeah, I know. I'm awesome. I got your back, girl. Anyways, wishing you the best, Luke. Wait, so... This means you...
Go for it.
I was trying to get you two together, of course. Come on, man. You don't think I'd actually try and hurt somebody, do you? Wait, did I actually scare you? Oh, man, I'm so sorry if I did. That was not my intention at all. You petrified her, Luke, you creep! So you don't want to date Hana?
No.
PBG, dude, no, man, no. No offense, Hana. None taken. In fact, thank you. I see that look. I'm getting out of here. I think you need to talk a little bit alone. Wait, what? Wait, so, the letters... You mean you don't like Luke? Of course not. The letters were nice, but they didn't do anything for me. But why not? Well, to tell you the truth, it's because they didn't sound anything like you. I said it almost without thinking, but by the time the words were out of my mouth, I was blushing furiously. Oh no! That was it, the whole time. That was why I wasn't happy about having an admirer. That's why I asked the letters to stop. That was why I asked PBG to help me stop them. I wanted him to be the one writing the letters this whole time. At first, I couldn't see him as anything but my best friend, the little boy I used to cheer up and save from the ever-present threat of alien invasion. He was still that little kid to me. But over time, I realized how much he changed. He didn't need me to look out for him anymore. Instead, he was the one looking out for me. I tried to convince myself that my feelings weren't romantic, that he was like a good brother to me, that he was a very special friend. Dependable, hardworking, funny, and so very, very kind. But I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't lie to myself. I thought I would be satisfied just being his friend, that I could stay by his side as long as the earth turned, and there would be no danger of losing my place. It was less risky than romance. We would definitely stick together forever. But even with the potential for a new suitor on the horizon, I couldn't. I wanted PBG. I wanted to be with him. Then go for it, girl! Oh, do you think Luke is Illuminati, Mike? Stop ruining the moment, Michael! I stared at him, hardly daring to breathe, watching for his next move. So you knew? What? I'm so sorry if I ever made you uncomfortable. I really didn't want to. I've been trying to confess for a while now, but I kept feeling like maybe you didn't like me in that way. Maybe you just wanted to stick to being friends, and I couldn't bear the thought that I would confess and you would reject me and wouldn't feel comfortable being my friend anymore. I didn't want to make you feel like I was just your friend to date you or something, because our friendship really means a lot to me, even though I've liked you ever since we were little. Not that that was something I was ever going to tell you. Oh, he's rambling. But you could probably tell, and this is probably making you uncomfortable, and I'm so sorry that that's the case. And I'm very sorry that I misinterpreted your feelings, and I understand that you just want to be friends. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'm probably going to be really sad about it for a while, and I'll promise that I won't punch out Luke if he ever bothers you, but I can't only stand by your side but if I could at least stand by your side for a little while longer, even if it's just as your friend, I'd be happy. But He stared at the ground, flushed. I'm just gonna go now. Sorry. He started for the exit faster than my mind could catch up to what he said. You mean, you, like me? But he was out of earshot. Horrified, I ran after him. Yes, go get him! He hadn't gotten far. Quickly, I ran up to him and grabbed a hold of his sleeve. Where are you going? He froze, not looking up or turning around. Do you really not know? After all of this? PBG, I love you. Yeah, Hana, go for it, girl! He looked at me in utter shock. You do? Why? Why? You're asking her why? Oh my goodness. Stupid! Is that all you have to say? He searched my eyes, then started beaming. Oh my gosh, you're serious. Of course I'm serious. He grabbed me around the waist and lifted me into the air, spinning me in circles. Hana, you love me! He's so excited. I just said that. I love you. Don't say that. You're being so loud. I can't help it. I'm happy. He set me down. The world spun before my eyes and I gripped his wrists to steady myself. Ew. Oh, and there's the ending CG, guys. He kissed me. Oh, that was obviously completely out of the blue. This was, in moments, my shock faded and I relaxed into him. It was warm. He pulled away from me and we looked at each other, eyes glistening. But I didn't want to stop. Oh, Spike! The Spike! I grabbed the front of his shirt and pulled him down towards me again, but...
Alright!
It's about time! Jared! Oh, okay, and here we go again. We're just gonna ignore that. PBG and I sprang apart. She had something in her teeth. Really? Really? PBG, is that how you're gonna try to play this off? She had something in her teeth. I was just trying to headbutt him. Really? Oh no, you can't fool me. I'd recognize the looks on your face in the heat of battle. Yeah, luckily the game crashes allow you to just ignore them and move on, which is awesome. But yeah, that's not the first time that's happened. Like, he winked and PBG stammered out some more excuses as the rest of Normal Brute's crew pulled up behind Jared.
Alright.
Did they finally manage to confess their feelings? Even better, they were making out.
Whoa!
Dude! I know! I was starting to think PBG would never get around to it. What's that supposed to mean?
Well...
You're a bit of a wuss. I am not! This is totally not reflective of my character. And besides, I was the one who confessed in the end. Shane glanced at me and I looked away. Hana seems to think differently. Hana? I mean, it was kind of just a Happenstance? Hana, back me up here! Point being, now I know. Lame dude. Whatever. PBG strode across to me and put his arms around me. Hana is my girlfriend now, so you guys can totally suck it!
Yeah.
I got the best girl there is! Be jealous!
I don't know.
I don't know about that. I glared at him. Rude? Is it really? He chuckled.
I'll see you around.
Anyway, I have some place to be. I'll catch you lovebirds later. With that, he headed off in the direction of Primrose House. You better be going to talk to Mai. I won't accept any other eventuality. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, we should tail him. That wasn't what I was thinking. Oh, what were you? Nope, tailing him right. Let's go. I cocked an eyebrow up at him, but he avoided my eyes. With my hand gently in his, we followed Jared to Primrose House. Together, we could do anything. I believed that. And there's our best end for PBG, you guys! Woohoo! Okay, so I hope that has redeemed myself after the horrible botch up that was my initial playthrough of this, where I got the bad PBG end. But now we have the best PBG end, and it was really cute. So that's awesome, and I am stinks, and that just happened to lead to PBG. But next time, I promise, we will do JonTron, and then we will do one of the secret routes. Hosting and moderating and being an all-around awesome badass dude. You can follow me on social media. My Twitter is TheGinaChu. You can follow me here on Twitch and on YouTube to catch my streams. The next stream that I am going to be doing is going to be, I think, JonTron's route, because I promised my friends that I would romance JonTron next, because they were extremely angry at me that I did not romance JonTron first. But I was playing the original playthrough just, you know, with my own instincts, and that just happened to lead to PBG. But next time, I promise, we will do JonTron, and then we will do one of the secret routes. We'll do Jock. And then I don't know how we're gonna do next. You guys want to let me know after we do JonTron. Who should I do next? Leave comments, let me know. But that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm so excited we finally got the good PBG end. I can't wait to experience the rest of this game. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Gina. I'll put my social media stuff in the chat. And thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.